Hello, today I'd like to go over very quickly a couple of things on the Galaxy 250 high-speed grinder that some of you are getting a little confused on the do's and don'ts and what things are for. Okay, so this particular unit, in case you're not aware, is a high-speed grinder. It's used for trip hazard removal, line marking removal and high spot removal, anywhere where there's aggressive removal of concrete or removal of glues off concrete is needed. So this particular unit is the Honda driven Galaxy 250. It's electric start to make it starting easier, as you can see. So the two things I want to talk to you about today is the use of blades and what to put on there and what not to put on there, and also the spark plug spanner that's supplied with the Honda. Now, with every Honda unit comes a spark plug spanner. So that's normally included in the package here. You can see it's like a tube spanner. Now that particular spanner is not designed to remove the diamond blade. It is purely there for those of you who don't have a spark plug spanner in their toolkit. So to show you the bolt I'm talking about, I'll tilt the machine over. Now you'll see under here, you'll see that there's a centre bolt here. So that spanner is not to be used for tensioning or undoing that particular bolt. It is only a light duty spanner used for removing the spark plug in case you don't have the spark plug wrench in your toolkit. Okay, so the second thing I'd like to cover off on the Galaxy 250 high-speed grinder is what tooling to use and what tooling not to use. So firstly, let's have a look at the bush hammer head. So this bush hammer head is used for concrete removal or traffic line removal. So traffic line removal anywhere there's a paint line, on bitumen particularly, not so much concrete but particularly on bitumen. It removes paint lines off that very effectively. Various different forms of bitumen, spray seal, hot mix and that sort of thing, it's excellent for. Now this particular head, firstly you have to remove this gold adapter plate here, and that leaves a single bolt in the centre which is fitted through there. And this particular head has got 3 rollers on it with tungsten carbide pins on it, and that simply rotates like that and removes the paint line, or even, as we said, removing bulk concrete. So that's excellent for trip hazard removal. It leaves an excellent finish for that. That's slip free. So to remove the rollers in this particular unit, simply remove the cap, as you can see here, and the roller comes out. Because it's in half, it's very easy to service. You can replace the bearings, or you can actually replace the whole bearing and roll the assembly in one piece. So that fits back in there, and you just wind up the screws, tighten them up, and that's easily replaced. So that's the bush hammer head for traffic line removal and bulk removal of concrete such as trip hazards, and also can be used for texturing the surface of the concrete for a non-slip surface. Secondly is the heavy duty disc. Now this particular disc is fitted to the adapter, as we can see fitted here. It's got the centre bolt hole holding the whole adapter on, and then we have 4 countersunk screws there which are fitted into these 4 positions here. And that is tightened on using the wrench that's supplied on the magnetic tooling holder. So this particular disc is used, there's a bit of a range of these discs, but these discs are used where you need to remove adhesive very quickly from concrete, or even high spot removal. So this disc has also been used in councils to remove the trip hazards on their footpaths, although we'd now recommend the bush hammer. But very aggressive removal of concrete and grinding of concrete. Doesn't leave an excellent finish as far as grooves and gouges go, of course. This particular unit is a high-speed grinder, it's not a surface finisher. So bear that in mind, but that's a very versatile option as well for the Galaxy 250 high-speed grinder. Now, what not to use. So a lot of hire shops and contractors have in their kit of tools a Meteor 250 which uses the 10-inch cup wheel. Now this particular 10-inch cup wheel, while it also has the 22mm centre, a bit like the bush hammer, and it has even the drive pins. This particular disc does not fit the Galaxy 250 high-speed grinder. Physically it will actually fit on there and it looks like it's designed for it, but it is not recommended at all. It's nowhere near heavy enough to be safe. So you might ask, why have we got the drive pin holes there? Well, this particular disc also fits onto the Satellite 650 you can see there, and on some models that is an option where they can be driven. So don't use the F-Series cup wheels on the Galaxy 250. It's not recommended and it's not safe. So hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching.